Commander Zethkar surveyed the mining operation from his elevated platform, watching the human slaves toil beneath the crimson sun of Kepler 442b. Their movements were methodical, efficient, almost mechanical. After 3 years of conditioning, the hegemony had finally broken humanity's rebellious spirit, or so he believed. The energy shackles around each human's wrists and ankles hummed with a soft blue glow, designed by the galaxy's finest engineers. They drained the wearer's strength while simultaneously suppressing neural pathways associated with aggression and independent thought. The perfect tool for controlling the most dangerous species the hegemony had ever encountered. Sarah Chen felt the familiar burn of the shackles as she lifted another chunk of titanium ore. The neural dampeners made everything feel distant, muffled, like thinking through thick fog. But somewhere deep in her mind, behind layers of artificial submission, a spark remained hidden. She wasn't the only one. Dr. Marcus Webb, formerly Earth's leading xenobiologist, shuffled past her carrying his own burden. To the guards he appeared as broken as the rest, shoulders slumped, eyes vacant. But Sarah caught the slight nod, the almost imperceptible tap of his finger against his thigh. 3 taps. The signal. Tonight. The hegemony had made their first mistake when they chose this particular group of humans for their special project. They hadn't simply grabbed random civilians. In their arrogance, they had captured Earth's brightest minds during a scientific conference. Engineers, physicists, biologists, and military strategists who had been studying potential alien threats for decades. Their second mistake was assuming that human adaptability was a weakness rather than humanity's greatest strength. As the twin moons rose, casting eerie shadows across the mining complex, Sarah lay on her bunk in the slave quarters. The shackles continued their work, but she had learned to compartmentalize to keep certain thoughts buried so deep that even alien technology couldn't reach them. 3 years ago, when the hegemony ships first appeared over Earth's major cities, humanity had prepared for war. Instead, they faced something far worse: systematic enslavement. The aliens didn't want to destroy humanity. They wanted to harness it. Human ingenuity, human determination, human refusal to accept the impossible, these traits made excellent slaves, once properly controlled. The next morning brought the usual routine, but something had changed in the camps. The guards noticed nothing, but the humans moved with a subtle coordination that hadn't existed before. Dr. Webb's nightly fever dreams, carefully disguised planning sessions conducted through a combination of Morse code taps and sign language, had finally borne fruit. The hegemony's third mistake was underestimating human pattern recognition. Sarah had spent months studying the shackles' energy signatures, memorizing their charge cycles, noting the microscopic variations in their construction. As a former MIT engineer, she understood that every system had vulnerabilities. The neural dampeners operated on a specific frequency, designed to target human brain chemistry, but they had been calibrated for baseline human neural activity. They hadn't accounted for meditation techniques that could alter brainwave patterns. That afternoon, during the shift change, it began. Across the mining complex, 200 humans simultaneously entered a deep meditative state that Dr. Webb had taught them, a combination of ancient breathing techniques and modern neurofeedback principles. For exactly 17 seconds, their brain patterns shifted outside the dampener's target range. 17 seconds of clarity, of fury, of planning. The shackles weren't just restraints. They were sophisticated pieces of technology containing rare earth elements, quantum processors, and energy matrices. In the right hands, they were components waiting to be repurposed. Sarah's hands moved with practiced precision, her muscle memory overriding the dampener's influence during those precious moments of clarity. She had been preparing for this moment for 6 months, using her daily meditation periods to plan every movement. The small quantum processor she had been smuggling piece by piece was finally complete. The signal spread through their hidden network. 200 humans, moving with inhuman synchronization, began the most audacious escape attempt in galactic history. They didn't run. They didn't hide. They revolutionized. Sarah's processor interfaced with her shackles quantum matrix, sending a cascading override signal through the complex's entire security network. But this wasn't just a jailbreak, it was a hijacking. The energy shackles transformed, their binding force inverted, becoming exoskeletons that amplified human strength tenfold. Their neural dampeners reversed polarity, enhancing cognitive function instead of suppressing it. The mining equipment responded to human commands as if it had always been designed for them. Commander Zethkar watched in horror as his perfectly controlled slaves became something unprecedented. Humans in powered armor created from their own restraints, wielding mining equipment as weapons, their enhanced minds coordinating with tactical precision that made military AI look primitive. But the real terror came when he realized the scope of their plan. They weren't just escaping, they were studying. Every hegemony ship in orbit suddenly found its communication arrays hijacked by signals originating from the planet's surface. The humans weren't transmitting pleas for rescue or demands for surrender. They were broadcasting technical specifications, complete blueprints of hegemony technology, analyzed and reverse-engineered with frightening efficiency. Dr. Webb, his mind now running at superhuman speeds thanks to the reversed neural enhancers, smiled as he uploaded humanity's greatest weapon to every human colony in the galaxy: knowledge. Within hours, human settlements across dozens of worlds began their own transformations. The hegemony's unbreakable shackles became the foundation for humanity's first generation of powered armor. Their foolproof neural suppressors became cognitive enhancement devices. Their perfect prison became humanity's greatest research laboratory. The galaxy learned a fundamental truth that day. You don't break humanity by chaining it. You simply teach it how to forge better weapons. Sarah stood amid the wreckage of the mining complex, her transformed shackles gleaming like silver fire in the alien sunset. Around her, 200 humans planned their next move with minds that now operated beyond the limits of their biology. They had been slaves for 3 years. Now they were something the galaxy had never seen before, and would never forget. The Cell. Hegemony's greatest victory had become their greatest mistake. They had tried to break humanity with chains. Humanity had forged those chains into revolution,